Good evening. Leacher Davis here with Lily's Chronicles, coming to you with Relational Wednesday. I am so happy that you're with me tonight. For those that don't know, we come to you on Wednesdays discussing all things relationships, whether that is external or internal. And tonight we are going to be discussing mirroring those in our lives. Mirroring those in our lives. You know, some of us know both of our parents. Others of us only know one or the other. I grew up in a home that I had both parents in the home, but at a very young age, when I was a baby, I only then knew my mother. My father decided to make some other decisions. And so all my life, I wondered and struggled with the why that he left. I didn't understand how come he could abandon his family, his children, me, and I found that I really had not dealt with that emotional struggle, although the thing had been always trickling in my mind and going around and around. I really didn't realize just how much I had not dealt with the situation of not having my biological father in my life until after my divorce. And then I had to go back and look and rehearse some things that were affecting me, that was trickling out in my marriage that I really didn't even know about. I was not aware. And so as I thought about our time together tonight, I wanted to discuss mirroring those in our lives. So as I stated, my biological father was not in my life. However, the absence of his presence, the absence of his fathering in me or for me, although I had a stepfather whom I loved very, very much, the absence of my biological father was something that I mirrored all of the time without really even recognizing it. I used to be very, and still am, but I've learned how to properly handle it now, very sensitive. Anything that anyone ever had to say to me that was contradictory to my thought or my idea or my presentation or anything that I felt was not in agreement with me, I mirrored the rejection that I felt from my biological father. But again, I was not consciously aware of it. And then when my marriage fell apart, I did not realize until after the fact that I was trying to hold my ex-husband now, but at the time, my husband, I was trying to hold him in a space of being what my father, biological father, was not. And that was not fair to my ex-husband when we were married. That wasn't fair, and a lot of other things happened within that relationship between he and I, but on my end, again, I was not aware that I was doing it, but now looking back and rehearsing and just analyzing and going back and just in retrospect, that's the word I'm looking for. I now understand how I was mirroring the relationship that I wish I have had with my biological father within my marriage. And I just want to encourage you that you may be in a circumstance different from mine. You may realize you may connect with what I just said, or your circumstance may be something different, such as possibly you want to be just like your mom, or you want to be just like your father, or you don't want to be nothing like either of them at all. And so in your efforts to either be like them or not to be like them, you are actually, in essence, mirroring those people in your lives. So we just have to be careful as we are trying to set goals for our lives and as we are making plans in our lives and the visions that we're setting for ourselves and what we consider a positive life that we attain to have, then we need to just make sure that what we are setting out to be or what we are setting out not to be doesn't take on a negative life and a negative mold. And I would suggest that if you do have areas that you are struggling with either a relationship that you did have or you didn't have with a parent, I would consider having some really good counseling therapy, because it can help you walk through some things that you may not have been aware of. Like me, I was not aware that I was trying to make someone fill a void that I had. But in my mind, I was just thinking, oh, well, I just think everybody should have a good husband like this. But what I was really doing was saying, I want you to fulfill a specific role that I wish I had had. And that wasn't fair. That person that I was with should have been able to be with me and I with him on a fresh basis, on a clean slate, not with my baggage, right? So that's what I'm saying. So when you are in your relationships, think about, or your life in general, think about what your parent, either whether they were present or whether they were absent, think about how that is negatively affecting you. And even if you think it's not, even if you're thinking, well, you know what, it was past, I can't do about it now, I've moved on. I thought I had to, and I come to find out I was really suppressing things, or I was rerouting, mirroring things upon a relationship that should not have had any place in. So again, I want you to be encouraged. Don't let this be a downer. Let this be a lesson learned from someone else to share with you, a way that you can get information and tools and resources. All right, mirroring the ones in our lives. This is Leitra Davis with the Lily's Chronicles. Please like, comment, and share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also consider being one of my patrons to support me on a monthly basis for $5 a month. It will continue to help me to bring you content that can inspire, that can encourage, because that's what I really love doing. All right, blessings, light, love, Leitra. Have a phenomenal night. Bye-bye.